Throughout the course of time, man has sought to resolve conflict and dispute through contests of endurance, stamina, and mental strategy. These tests of athletic and intellectual prowess prove who is the true champion, the ultimate competitor. And now the time has come for the world's foremost competitors to gather and do battle.
Sport, I think, is pretty much anything where you're competing.
Pure competition.
Use your physical, mental abilities. It's anyone's game.
Competition.
It's all about competing, and that's why I'm here.
You know, we'd had a couple of drinks, and somebody had to go out to get some more wood for the fire. So we played a marathon match. I think it was a best of 7 or a best of 11 or something crazy like that, and started talking about it, and really started seeing patterns in the way each other was doing it. I could see things that he was doing, and there were times where I was like, I know I've won this throw before I've made it.
The game is played all over the world, and it is played basically with the same 3 elements.
I took it up, went in the schoolyard. I mean, who didn't? We all sat there, we all played it, we all just...
It's probably about 12 or 13, maybe a little later, where I decided, you know, it's time to kind of try and find other like-minded people and take it to the next level.
We came across a mention of the World Rock Paper Scissors Society. At that point, it was pretty much a defunct organization. We offered to make the website, we did, and very shortly after that, we pretty much started taking things over. So we really thought, you know, we should really open the society up to more people and really promote the aspect of RPS as the ultimate non-violent conflict resolution.
Cuando se marea dolores, cuando se quema de amores, cuando se inmala su vela, cuando se inmala dolores, cuando se inmala dolores, cuando se quema dolores, cuando se inmala su vela, cuando se inmala dolores.
Everybody is somebody else's weirdo.
Yes. Go Ukraine! Ukraine!
If you look deeply into anybody's personality, you're going to find something that's going to make you say you've got too much time on your hands.
It represents a Manichaean ideal between good and evil.
There's sort of the whole side of the psychology.
I challenge you to sing Girls on Film by Duran Duran.
There's sort of the scripter side, which is things like the gambits and exactly how you play.
The denouement, the crescendo, the scissor sandwich, paper, scissors, paper, fistful of dollars, paper dolls.
I like being somebody else's weirdo, and I like looking at other people as weirdos. I think it's what makes the world an interesting place. I would say that we do have a healthy sense of humor about it kind of thing. We're not taking it so seriously to the point that we can't see that there's some fun.
Street RPS is where people play for drugs, they play for money.
You might win a can of Pepsi, the next day you might win $10, next day $50.
You got a bunch of crooks sitting around trying to win the whole pot. Who wants to be the guy holding $1,000 in a room full of broke crooks? Nobody. Just stay away from Street RPS. It's considered a gentleman's game. Once you get into Street RPS, you know, it's all downhill from there.
The fabulous Gooch. I RPS'd him for his 52 cents in lunch money.
It's only recently we've become aware of the national circuit of tournaments, but, you know, it's always been a serious endeavor.
I lost 42 straight times.
Basically, the World Championship's open format. Anyone can get in, and anyone can be the champ.
42 straight times. And he threw paper every time.
So you see a bonus tonight. If we get half a chance, we'll take the money, we'll rent a cabin up north, we'll go and shoot a few polar bears.
You know, I don't think we're ever going to see RPS in the Olympics.
I reckon that RPS will replace synchronized swimming at the Olympics.
It's looked at skeptically by a lot of people, but it's also looked at with a lot of seriousness, like myself. And Team Smooth, over there.
They ran the Minnesota, the Twin Cities Marathon 12 days ago. So I've been trying to balance my training between the two all summer long. And, I think I'm ready.
I've got as much chance as anybody and probably a better chance than most of them.
I think my chances are excellent.
If we can get 4 guys into the top 4, it's good.
We will be killed in our homeland if we do not win.
I know that I could be the champion, that I should be the champion.
Bring him up, we'll knock him down, that's it.
To the All-Star Alliance.
And to the sport.
And to the sport.
They're gonna set my soul, they're gonna set my soul on fire. Got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn, so get those stakes up higher.
I know I can beat everyone here. I just have to employ my strategies, and it'll be surefire, absolutely.
I'm feeling good tonight.
I think we're the only true team here. We've decided to split all our winnings, which should be, you know, first, second, and third. That's a lot of money.
This has got to be the biggest gathering of RPS players the world's ever seen. I'm very impressed with the quality of the field.
You come up with outlets, I'm going to come up with fistful of dollars, and you're going to be down. You're going to be down.
Good for you.
I can't tell you the number of fists we've seen shaking while they're playing. They come in thinking, oh, this will just be a crazy fun event, and I'll go do this thing. But when they're there, I can't tell you the number of people who said, my God, I was frightened.
It's a lot of fun, there's a lot of pressure, but at the same time, I'm pretty confident. So, you know, I block out the noise, whether it's positive or negative. I just want to do it for myself, absolutely.
On behalf of Toronto City Council, it is my great pleasure and honor to welcome from the 4 corners of the globe all the participants and competitors in the 2004 World Rock, Paper, Scissors Championships.
I think it went paper covers rock, and then I won the next set.
It was actually a fairly easy victory.
I bring shame to our country, but this is far as Ukraine has ever gone. We have one competitor left under my tutelage. I think we have good shots.
We were both one throw away from elimination, but we pulled it out.
I got taken out early. I got taken out in the first round. Good young kid. Hard day at the office.
2 through to top 64, and then global domination's next.
It's great fun. Great fun. I have a wonderful time.
You only have to win 50% plus 1 match in order to be successful. So that tiny edge, that tiny mistake that you can capitalize on can make all the difference.
It's not just for the $7,000. It's actually a pretty intense experience because it's this one-on-one battle. You and me are squaring off. I really want to beat you.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
And now our first place winner of $7,000 in the Dallas for victory.
It doesn't do any good thinking about it or dwelling on it. You know, I'll be disappointed for a little while, but there's always, you know, there's always the next tournament, and there's always next year to come back up here to Toronto. You know, it's one of those things where people expect if you lose and lose and lose and lose, that you'll get discouraged, but it really only kind of puts more, you know, fuels your fire to win a little bit more.
The Legion of the Red Fist will never leave the RPS Society. We will play for the rest of our lives.
One throw is such a huge aspect of the game, and these bastards, these refs, these fucking has-beens, these fucking hacks, this whole thing is a botched fucking tournament.
All things considered, I'd love to be back here next year. I think it's one of the most enjoyable tournaments I've played at.
New champion is nothing to me. That champion is a fucking dry dish rag.
Yeah, I wish I could have got to the final. That was the goal, but you know, can't complain with third.
So we'll be seeing you back next year?
Well, yeah, sure. I like a good time like anybody else. I mean, who am I trying to kid?
What the great thing about the championships is that it allows anybody to walk off the street and play at the highest level of a sport. If you come in with a strategy, with a reason that you're going to win, you're on your way to becoming a professional athlete in rock, paper, scissors.
Qué triste es a mi
shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime, sound of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing